Hi everyone, my name is Namita. Welcome to my channel, and today we are talking about 5 simple steps to improve your English communication skills. So this video is going to be for those people who are struggling with speaking English fluently. You can understand English, you can even form your sentences pretty well, but you want to be more fluent. So as this video is about simple steps, so the first point is keep it simple and make mistakes. Don't run after speaking complex English. There is no award given to people who speak complicated English. You might be observing people who speak very fast or who have a good command on language. It is because they have practiced enough, or they are born in a country where English is their first language, but you don't have to run after all that complex English. Keep your English simple. The idea is that you should be able to communicate your views and your thoughts to the other person. So keep it very simple. Don't run after using difficult vocabulary which sounds a bit bombastic and the other person is completely not understanding what you're speaking. So simple language is always the best, and at the same time you are allowed to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. If not in English, in other parts of life, in other areas of our life, we are making mistakes, and it is allowed. Every mistake gives us a scope to do better, learn something more. Now the second point is listen first. Whenever you are trying different methods of learning English, you have to listen first and then practice what you hear. When you develop this habit of listening, it can be listening to a native speaker, it can be listening to any friend who is fluent. Then you have to practice what you hear. Look and observe their choice of words, how they are forming their sentences. Even some bit of grammar can be looked at. The phrases that people use. Some people use very nice phrases and very nice idioms in their language which sound very polished. You can even try that, but for that you have to have a listening ability. Many people just jump into speaking in English. All you want to do is speak, which is a very good thing, but before that you should be ready to even listen to what the other person is saying. So listen to good English. You can even listen to some podcasts that are there. Listen and observe, and then you practice the same thing. Now the third part is watch English movies. Yes, Hollywood movies, Hollywood series, basically the English language which is there in the movie. Then the idea is that you have to keep your subtitles on. Yes, when the subtitles are in front of you, you would be able to understand the whole dialogues in a better way, because subtitles will help you read at the same time, so your mind is active. Now when we watch something from Hollywood, these people speak English very fast. The English is very fast and sometimes it's a little difficult to understand for us who don't have English as our first language, so we might not be able to understand. But with subtitles on, you would be able to understand. You can even look at vocabulary. The words which your ears have not been able to catch can be understood looking at the subtitles. So whenever you're watching an English movie or any series, keep your subtitles on and keep reading it along. It should not be like you're watching everything, the scenes, but you should be reading it. Keep reading. This will develop the coordination between your mind, your tongue, and also your ears, because you're hearing the dialogues, you're reading, so your mind is active and you're speaking it. Try to speak it aloud along with it. That is going to be a good practice. Now the fourth thing, if you genuinely want to take your English to next level, then you have to have a teacher or a trainer. Find yourself a trainer who can actually look at your learning needs and then help you achieve your goals. It is not same for everyone. In India, we just make all the students sit in one class and expect them to learn with the same method, but every learner has his or her own needs. You have to find a teacher who can understand your needs and can guide you accordingly. Are you someone who can do better while listening? Are you someone who needs to work on vocabulary more than your sentence formation? Are you someone who wants to speak advanced English? Are you someone who wants to have an accent training? So everybody has different needs. How you learn, how your capabilities allow you to go forward with it, and how is your mind reacting to their teaching methods is very important. And one more tip I would want to add: whenever you're finding yourself a trainer or a teacher, make sure that they themselves are fluent, because in India we have a lot of trainers who just train you, who just teach you in Hindi, and they promise that they are going to make you speak in English. Find someone who can speak English himself or herself fluently, and then only go ahead with your training sessions. Now the last point is, have realistic goals. Your goals should be real. Go slow, because deep learning is the best learning. When you jump into something like, I will be able to speak English fluently in 1 month or 2 months, you cannot do that. There are people who promise that learn English in 1 week. It is not possible. Everything takes time. English is not your first language. You have to give it some time. A lot of practice goes in to speak fluently like you really want to speak. So have realistic goals. Don't go for 1 month, 2 months, not even 3 months. I would say to have actually that fluency, you need at least a year, 6 months to 1 year. And that too, if you're constantly practicing. That too, if you have a person who's guiding you correctly. And deep learning anyhow is the best learning. If you're just doing things which are shortcuts and finding techniques which can just help you do it in 1 month, you might be able to speak it, then you'll be copying. You will not be practicing as you should. You'll just develop some abilities. Your tongue will just catch an accent and you'll do it, which is not going to be correct. If you want to speak correctly, if you want to become really smart and confident with your English, if you really want to be fluent, then go for deep learning, slow learning, have realistic goals, give yourself some time, give your English some time, and keep practicing along with it. So these 5 tips are going to be very helpful. Follow these steps and see yourself speaking English after a few months. This is really going to work. I'm going to see you in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.